Effectiveness is doing the right things. Well said by one of the renowned management consultants in the world, Peter Drucker. I, Satyajit Chatterjee, on behalf of the entire team of National Headquarters of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India, welcomes you all to the fourth webinar of Upskilling Our Nation's Young Workforce, a series of webinars. I also welcome the Master of Ceremonies of today's webinar, Ms. Mayuri Banik, guide from BSG Assam State, and Mr. Supreet Balaji, a rover from BSG Karnataka State. I now hand over the screen to the MCs for further proceedings.
Good evening. Now I would request all of you to stand for the general salute and prayer.
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना, हमारे ज्ञान में आओ प्रभु, आँखों में बस जाओ, अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना, बहा दो प्रेम की गंगा, दिलों में प्रेम का सागर, हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना, हमारा कर्म हो सेवा, हमारा धर्म हो सेवा, सदा ईमान हो सेवा, वो सेवक चर बना देना, वतन के वास्ते जीना, वतन के वास्ते मरना, वतन पर जान फिदा करना, प्रभु हमको सिखा देना, दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना.
Please be seated. A very warm good morning to one and all present here. I am Mayuri Banik from Assam, and with me I have Supreet Balaji from Karnataka, who will be the MC for today.
A very good morning, one and all. I am Supreet Balaji, a rover from the Karnataka state. So I'll be your host today with Mayuri Banik. Moving forward, I'd like to request Mr. Satyajit Chatterjee, who would be the day in charge, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Supreet. A very good afternoon once again to all the members present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all the guests, dignitaries, participants, viewers present on Zoom, as well as in the YouTube channel of BSG India. Today, being webinar 4 of the series of national level webinar, Upskilling Our Nation's Young Workforce, we have with us one of the extraordinary personalities, Mr. T2 Dev, who is presently the General Manager, Human Resources and Industrial Relations at Durgapur Projects Limited Company, located in West Bengal, India. Mr. T2 Dev has a vast professional experience and have rose various ranks in the career span of over 3 decades. He has achieved numerous accolades and has been known for consistent performance in hostile situations which were otherwise deemed to be unattainable. For your information, sir, the Bharat Scouts and Guides is one of the largest youth organizations with a membership of around 5.7 million uniformed members spread all over the country, affiliated to WOSM, that is World Organization of Scout Movement, and WAGS, that is World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Being a leading youth organization in the country, The BSG India is always trying to create active, responsible citizen and contribute in the development of the nation. A series of webinars on upskilling our nation's young workforce was started on 8th December 2021, which is aired every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. to motivate a large number of youths to take up skill development training. The training will focus on how to do something specific and results in a learned skill that can be put into immediate use to become self-reliant. The skills like 21st century skills, proficiency badges, career counseling, etc. Sir, earlier we have already completed 3 webinars successfully on very important topics like paralegal and advocacy skills, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, skills of a leader and leadership styles. On behalf of the national headquarters of BSG India, I take this humble opportunity to welcome Mr. Titu Deb as a resource speaker on a very important topic, time management, which is very essential for today's youth. And I'm confident Mr. Titu is the right person to address on such important topic today. Welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Welcome,
It is
sir.
a pleasure to be amongst you all. Well, probably I'll be having a pleasant time over here. I'll be having a pleasant time over here. Myself is Tito Deb. Well, I am a government employee employed in Durgapur Projects Limited for the last 15 years. Previously, I was in Hindustan Motors Limited. So at present, I am having my stint in the personal and legal department.
Thank you very much, sir, for being with us today. On behalf of the national headquarters, I welcome you once again.
Thanks, sir.
I welcome all the honorable office bearers of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India. Welcome you all. I also take the opportunity to welcome another stalwart whose passion is scouting and is a friend, philosopher, and the most modest leader who has given his entire life to scouting, adding positive values in others' life. I am talking about none other than our own respected Shri Shamal Kumar Viswas sir, State Commissioner Scouts, BSG West Bengal State. Welcome you, sir. I welcome.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome the director, Shri Rajkumar Kaushik sir, and all the professionals of the Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters. I also take the privilege of welcoming Ms. M.N. Machamma ma'am, Deputy Director of Guides, Leader Training, BSG India. Welcome you, ma'am. I welcome each one witnessing the event in this wonderful afternoon. I heartily welcome you all. Thank you. And over to the MCs.
Thank you so much, sir.
I would request Mr. Shamal Kumar Viswas sir to give the opening remarks.
Please unmute, sir, yourself, please.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, yes.
Good evening, everyone. In the 2 days workshop in time management, this is a subject which we are going to deal today. Most of the time, we everyone forget about time. We are not following most of the thing in timely. But time management is such a thing in every sphere of life. If we maintain the time, we can do so many things properly and planfully. Today, we have with us Mr. Tito Dev. Mr. Tito Dev is a good friend of
Yes, sir.
mine,
Thank you, sir.
and and I am fortunate enough. I have couple of years we worked together at Hindustan Motors, and he's a good speaker in this subject. Not only this subject, in the human resource management areas, he's a vast knowledge in human resource area. Basically, he is a law graduate, as well as he is MBA in human resource management. We hope Mr. Tito Dev make clear with the young people of our organization about the necessity of the type management in our scouting, guiding activity, not only in the scouting, guiding activities, but our day-to-day life also. Most of the time, we are not able to start our program in time. Not only that, we are not even finish our program in time. But if we follow the principle of the type management and timing in our day-to-day life, we can get so many good things and result in our life skill. We hope we are enriched enough after the deliberation of speech by Tito Dev among our youth members of Bharat Scouts and Guides. And in future also, we hope we can get every support from Tito Dev in our future activities like these types. Thank you once again, not only Mr. Tito Dev,
Yes, sir.
other viewers, and the office bearers of Bharat Scouts and Guides, and Satyajit and other two young scouts and guides, those who are conducting today's program. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now, I would like to officially welcome the guest of the day, the guest speaker, that is Mr. Tito Dev. Today, we are going to have the webinar on time management, and Tito Dev is an example of that particular time management. Mr. Tito Dev is presently the head of the Department of Legal and Land of Durgapur Projects Limited. He started his career in law from Burdwan University, where he completed his LLB. Before LLB, he has completed his BA Honours in English and also obtained a postgraduate management degree in human resource and industrial relations. In 1992, he joined the Hindustan Motors Limited as a humble junior law officer and rose to ranks senior management, personnel and administration, after which he joined his current position of senior management, personnel and administration at Durgapur Projects Limited. Now I would officially want to welcome sir. Sir, the stage is all yours, and all the young people are waiting eagerly to listen to your words.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm delighted to have you with us, have all of you with me. The thing is that to speak about, to start with, well, Mr. Shamal Vishwas is my leader. The first time I joined Hindustan Motors, he was with me. And he is still, after I left Hindustan Motors in Durgapur Projects Limited, he is still with me. So this is what a leader should be. And as far as the subject of today, time, it was he who had taught me what is to be done in time. And it was he who had lent his fingers to grope, to hold, so that I had initial the problem that I faced. He guided me away. So this is all about Mr. Shamal Kumar Vishwas. I respect him today. Now to start with the time management. The thing, time management is something that we have been practicing since our early childhood. The time, the day, the hour my parents carried all of you to school. That was the first day in the school that they taught us what time management is, because it first started with scheduling. It was the, it was started with scheduling. It was the, sorry, it was the time, it was the first time that we came to know, well, there are segmented in this class, that from this time to this time, it should be this class, from that to next time to that, the very next day, very next period, what should be the time gap. So time was the first essence that was given to us since our childhood, since we step into the world wherein we need to grow up ourselves, grew up, and we are what we are today, and we will, what will we be tomorrow. So this is the most important thing. If we can manage time, we can manage our lifestyle also, we can manage our professional period also, we can also have our own way of steering ourselves wherever we feel like, wherever our objective would be. So that comes to the very basis of everything, the management of time. As they say, the time is very precious. It's a very precious thing. And to start with, it has wings. It has wings, and as such is very passing away very fast. Time management is a set of principles, practice, skills, tools, and system that only help us to use time to accomplish what we want, what we have in our mind, what we focus on, what we believe in ourselves, that what we should be in future. That's the thing. Managing time effectively just help us to develop a better personality. Sorry to say, time once gone will never come back. So that is how much precious the thing can be. It flies off, it, it can be perceived, but it flies off. And once it is gone, you just cannot get hold of it anytime in future. Once that is gone, it's gone forever. Now, to start with, effective time management, how does it help us? Well, effective time management help us in our professional life, in every square of our field, every part of our field. It helps us in the way just to reach to our goals, to our objective. We may have varied thoughts, we may have varied examples in our life to follow. But one little thing that always creeps into us is that something is possible, something is impossible. So that which is possible, that we need to understand, and there we need to focus. The first important thing is therefore to set our goals correctly. The effective time, for the effective time management, we need to set our goals correctly. Now, with this type of attitude, well, I can always think of being a doctor. Sometime I may feel being an architect. Sometime I may feel being an engineer. But sometimes I should feel that what I can be exactly, that I need to introspect in myself. And there is what I should, I should identify my objective, and there is what I should do it, set my goals correctly. And setting of goals, that is what is most important is that setting of goals should be such that I believe I can achieve, that I believe I can measure and achieve. This is the first step. That means setting of goals. From the very first day, my parents used to say, would you be a doctor? I do believe, because I used to say to my son also, I used to say to the others also. So probably my parents also said it to me, my neighbors also said it to me, what should I be in the future? I may have said something else, but may it be today I'm something else. So at the midway of my life, I need to feel, I need to understand what I should be exactly and how should I focus myself. That's most important. The next thing is that we need to prioritize our time, prioritize our activities. Something when the goal is set, sometime in my life when I have identified at the particular time that I have identified what I should be in the future, when my goal is set, then I need to prioritize my time, how I shall achieve it. And that very prioritizing shall be based on the importance and the urgency of what I need to achieve. Supposing I need to be a doctor, I feel like I should be a doctor. So my focus is for being a doctor. So for that very reason, it's necessary that till class 10 or till class 12, I need to focus on every subject for which I should get the highest results, highest score. And then I need to focus on the subject I wish to achieve. So likely at that point of time, so prioritizing my subject is the most important thing that I should do. Then for identifying the priority, after having identified the task that I need to undertake, I need to set time limit to complete a task. That time limit, that means it should not be overlapping. It should be such that, well, I definitely, and I should define the job that is to be done, define the work that is to be undertaken, define the subject for students, define the subject that I need to study, and within a given time frame. So that very limit, time limit, till how much I should provide, how much I should, for how many hours or how many days I should focus on that very subject is also important. And then after having done the above three, I need to organize myself. I need to recapitulate what I have done in how many hours, what I have done in how many hours, what I have undertaken, what I have, how I have enriched of myself. That is also important. And then after having visualizing what I have done, how much I have organized myself, I need to remove all the non-essential activities that I had undertaken so that in future I may not fall into such sort of a trap that non-essential activities and other non-desired activities. So the whole thing is I'm identifying my goal, identifying my objective, putting the exact hours that would be necessary for for achieving that very goal, and then organizing myself with all the subject that I have taken in myself, and after that removing all the non-essential tasks. So this is a continuous process that I should undertake each time, each day, and each hour, so as to bring myself to the limit to which I wish to achieve, to which I want to guide myself. Now there are different things. You see, nature has given human being a very limited time to live. As such, a man may live for many years, but ultimately at the end of the day, it is the thing how much that very person had given to this world is more necessary. It's not that how much he has done for himself is necessary. It is how much that he has given to the world for their understanding, for their beliefs, it is more important. In one life, within the limited time span, one has to perform thousands of activities and fulfill many responsibilities in different areas at different phases of time. Success in life is often measured by time. One who wastes time in a way just wastes his life only. There is need to utilize every moment in a positive way and live moment of it purposefully. So every day is a day of a new beginning, new opportunities and new achievements. So to start with, we need to search each day, we need to prioritize our activities, how we should do it, how we should guide ourselves to the most important era of our lifetime. That's the most important thing. So why is this management useful? And it is important. If you just go for it, people think the importance of management and the usefulness of a time management system lies in allowing people to accomplish more things faster. So the thing is that once you have equipped yourself to a type of activity, you know how the thing is to be done more quickly, more efficiently, and effectively. So in any case, in any activity of your life, supposing it be in a football match or in a organization where you believe you need to head the activities, so you need to find out a tool how to accomplish it even better and within a shorter span so that you can just bring yourself at the top as a leader. Time management teaches people how to manage their life and time more effectively. Here are some reasons why it is important to manage time advertently. See, as I have said, time is limited. It is a very special resource that none can ever store it. None had ever stored it. None can ever store it. Everybody gets the same amount of time each day. It's 24 hours a day. For none of us, it is 48 hours. For all of us, it is 24 hours. But if you don't use your time profitably and wisely, you may end up losing all the number of man hours for the day. So time is limited to that very portion, that is only 24 hours. So we must plan it effectively and wisely. In every activities of life, this is important. Time is scarce. The next thing, first we have discussed on time is limited. Now it is time is scarce. How? Most administrators in the university feel like they have too much to do and do such do not have enough time. So lack of time is blamed for everything. Example, from not getting enough exercise, poor finances, unachieved goals, too much stress, and so on. So time management help us to use the time wisely. It also help us to set up our priorities. What to lay emphasis on. Time also help us to obtain what we want in life. The third thing, we need time to do almost anything worthwhile in life. You see, waiting for more free time is a losing battle. You see, most effectively, well, it is that, well, you enjoy every moment of your life, but free time is a losing battle that almost never results in getting time for what we want. As administrators, we need to learn how to make time for the things that are important. Time management helps us to make conscious choices so that we can spend more time doing things that are important and valuable. Fourth, time helps us to accomplish more work with less effort. When such senior members become more productive using improved time management skills and tools, they can accomplish more with less effort. Reducing wasted time and efforts gives us even more productive time throughout the day. Both of this allow us to make time for a wide range of activities that bring more balance and fulfillment in our lives. We should find time for the things that are important to us. Small amount of time once a day or even once a week will take us closer to our goals. Now, too many choices for time. In the day and age, there are so many ways we can spend our time, and that we need some sort of plan to make intelligent choices. Time management helps us to make conscious choices so that we can spend more of our time doing things that are important and valuable to us. So these are the things you see needs to be pursued, needs to be approached in life so that one can reach his goal. Ever since this sort of an approach is made, ever since we follow such an objective, we need to feel that we have the time that is provided to us, that it is important for us to utilize it, to important for us to make the best use of it. Now, the significance of effective time management, how it is significant in our life. It improves the quality of life. You see, the effective time management improves the quality of life. By managing the time, some of the most common problems, such as stress and lack of time for personal interests, can be solved very effortlessly. People who are at the top, people who are aspiring to go to the top, all of us do think so. That well, at one point of time, at one point of our life, we will lead as a leader only. So there is a sort of a what to say. There are common problems that stretches us to stress. So that sort of a stress if we need to overcome, well, if we can overcome, it will improve our quality of life. So that stress can be overcome through effective time management only. Reduces frustration. You see, it is a common phenomenon as to in our country or in every part of the world itself. There are students, there are persons, there are budding youths who have fixed their goals to certain extents to achieve certain heights in their life. But at one point of time, one fine morning they feel that well they are wayward. They themselves visualize themselves to be out of focus. So that is the time when frustration creeps in. So if frustration creeps in a person, creeps in a youth, so that very frustration causes all sorts of problem, not only to him, to his family also, to the society he belongs, and obviously the the I mean the his own future. So this is applicable especially when you have to create a balance between your professional and personal life in your hectic and tiresome routine. So it's not that the frustration comes only with the youths. It is also in professional life also frustration may creep in. How? When we just are unable to create a balance between our professional and personal life. It so happens. So we are sometimes so bogged down in our professional activities, we don't understand rather that we are not sharing moments with my own family, with our family, the moments they crave so, the moments they desire so. So that is also a sort of a frustration that first creeps in my family and which affects my family, affects me afterwards. So we need to have a balance between professional and personal life to reduce frustration. So these are all the significance and effectivity of time management. Next comes giving peace in mind. Today's world is, what to say, is fixed with all sort of a problem. Even though we feel that, well, my problem may be the most, well, there are others also, we are facing problems. It's not that anybody in the world is without a problem. So now you need to give a peace in mind. Everybody feels, everybody understands that, well, there is a requirement of a process to provide myself peace. What is it? A peace of mind is required to lead a healthy and disease-free life. Restless and stress are the root cause for the lack of peace. By managing time wisely, we will be able to give ourselves and our loved ones the much desired time and attention. Sometimes we do forget, well, we do feel that, well, in our professional life, we need to achieve something. And for that very purpose, well, dedicate most of my day for that very professional achievement of mine. So that is a wrong way to go for, because I live in a family and I have also to share certain moments with them. So there needs to be a balance. So that very balance is what is the time management. By managing the time wisely, I can balance that. So it's all with everybody. Now it increases what else it affects significant. How is it significant time management? It increases energy level also. How? By proper time management, the unhandled jobs and unfinished business can be done within the deadline. Supposing we set up with a deadline of hours in every activity. So it so happens that if we can manage the time effectively, the unhandled jobs that tricks me all throughout, that can be that can be done within the deadline. By managing time correctly, well, at the end of the day, when everything happens as to my wish, as to the wish of the all concerned, it so happens that, well, I am stress free, and at the same time I am also relieved of the stress that I had while starting it. So if everyone should, and everyone should manage time properly, then it also increases the energy level for the next day's work. Now, what are the barriers in efficient time management? What are the barriers that may happen in the efficient time management? The common barriers in time management are televisions. At the same time, attending to telephone. Just a few minutes back, I had a telephone call when I had to stop it. Even the internet, even the unexpected guests. So as such, these are the important things that we need to believe in. Time management is important to a well-balanced life. So as it so happens, if we need to keep a well-balanced lifestyle, it is necessary. How we wish to use the amount of time makes all the difference to our life. So the time that is available to us, how we use it, that is most important. How we utilize it, that is most important. We can create a happy family, grow business, and also realize personal goals in the time available to us if we can change our lifestyle and attitude. Time management takes time. It may sometimes takes month, but as such, it is something that is achievable. And previously also, people who have achieved this managing of time, they had gone to the apex of their career, and they have proved themselves to be the leaders of the others also. So this is what I need to say, what I felt saying to all of you. Hello?
Thank you so much, sir.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Uh-huh. I'm not too clear with the. Can you see me? Probably you not. You can hear me,
No,
I
sir.
suppose.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, then. I have completed saying what I felt like saying. I don't know whether you have liked it or not. So the next time, probably if I can get a chance, I can also uh, couple my thoughts with it. Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir. Your words were very inspiring, and we've got a lot of replies from the chat about how inspirational your talk was, how valuable your session was, because time management plays a very key, important role in everybody's life. And I would like to thank you this particular time. And moving on, I would like to hand over the platform to Mr. Satyajit, sir, to give a small quiz session. So, sir, the platform is yours.
Thank you, Supreet. And thank you, Tito sir. It was really a good session. And I'm sure that the youth of the country has learned a lot from your session today. So friends, it's quiz time now. So I'll start sharing my screen very soon. Please be ready with your cell phones or computers. Let me share my screen with you. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. So as you are aware, go to slido.com. SW04 is the code. SW04 is the code. Go to slido.com. SW04 is the code. You may also scan the QR code, which is displayed on the screen. You may also scan the QR code, which is displayed on the screen. I'll activate the quiz so that we can see the number of participants joining in. Please go to slido.com. The code for today's quiz session is QW04. Okay, we have one participant, Shaurya Patil, Amit, Vijay Deka. Okay, the number of participants who are joining in. We'll give the participants 60 minutes to join. Very good. I'm sure the participants or the viewers who are participating through YouTube has already got the QR code and also the link of slido.com. If not, you can scan this QR code displayed on the screen, or you can type in the code SW04. SW04 is the code for today's quiz. You may also scan the QR code displayed on the screen. Great. I'll give 30 more seconds. Okay. Okay. Fine. For the interest of the participants, I'll give another 30 seconds. Please join in quickly. The code for today's quiz is SW04. You may also scan the QR code. Okay. So with this, I'll start the quiz. So for the first question today is, leadership is a dash. You have 30 seconds. Leadership is a dash. It's a fill in the blank question. Leadership is a dash. And the options are destiny, journey, destination, or none of the above. So you have to choose any answer. You have only 13 seconds. Destiny, journey, destination, none of the above. Okay, so the poll says that 55% of the participants have answered journey. So let's see if it is the correct answer. All right, yeah, journey is the correct answer. So the complete sentence is, leadership is a journey. So you must have understood by now that this quiz questions are from the previous webinar that was on leadership skills. The second question is, what is absolutely fundamental to leadership? What is absolutely fundamental to leadership? Respect, supervision, communication, or growth? Which one is fundamental to leadership? Respect, supervision, communication, or growth? Time's running up. You have 5 more seconds. Okay, time's up. So 43% of the population says it's communication. Communication is absolutely fundamental to leadership. Let's see if it is the correct answer. All right, yes, it's the correct answer. Communication is absolutely fundamental to leadership. Moving on to the next question. Leaders who do not listen to others and make all the decisions themselves are dash. You need to fill in whether it is democratic, autocratic, open, or situational. Leaders who do not listen to others and make all the decisions themselves are, you need to select any one, democratic, autocratic, open, or situational. Okay, time's up. And 66% of the participants says that the answer is autocratic. Let's see if it is the correct answer. Right. Leaders who do not listen to others and make all the decisions themselves are autocratic. That's correct. Moving on to the next question. Define leadership. You need to define leadership, whether it is coercing individuals to perform as a team. Number 2, inspiring fear among team members in order to accomplish goals. Number 3, influencing individuals into doing things that they don't want to do. Then number 4, projecting control over others in order to get the job done. Select any one. You have only 6 more seconds. Okay, so 48% says that coercing individuals to perform as a team. Let's see what's the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is influencing individuals into doing things they don't want to do. That's the correct answer of leadership. Moving on to the next question. A person with leadership skills will have more job opportunities, are more likely to advance within an organization? Both A and B or none of the above? A person with leadership skills should have A, B, C, or D. You need to choose the correct answer. Five more. All right, 89% says that it is both A and B. Let's look if it is the correct answer. Yes, a person with leadership skills will have more job opportunities and is also likely to advance within an organization. That means he will advance both vertically and laterally. Okay, this is the leaderboard. And the winner for today's quiz is Shikha Swine. Congratulations, Shikha. And hope all the participants was able to participate in the quiz. Thank you. And all the best for the next session. Over to the MCs.
Thanks a lot, Sir Satyajit. I'm sure your quiz has helped all the young people polish their knowledge about this session. Now, I would like to welcome our dearest mentor and inspirer, Mrs. N.M. Mathama, the Deputy Director of Guide, Leader Training, the Bharat Scouts and Guides India, to give the closing remarks and bless all the participants.
Thank you very much. Very good evening to one and all. With wishes to all, being today the Wednesday, the powerful day of the week, the Northeast Regional Headquarters through National Headquarters planned a very good webinar on upskilling our nation's young workforce. And today's topic is time management. What an excellent topic. Anyway, hope every one of you must have understood the broad meaning of the topic by listening to today's resource speaker, Mr. Tito Deb, head of the Department, Legal and Land at the Durgapur Projects Limited. All of you must be knowing this. Time and tide waits for no man. So can you all imagine how important the time is? Parallelly, should know to manage it also. First and foremost, we should know what is time management. It's the process of planning and exercising conscious control of the time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. Using the time effectively gives the person choice on spending and managing activities at their own time. A time management system is a designed combination of process, tools, techniques, and methods. Time management is very, very important as it determines the completion of time and scope of the project. When we plan to reach the goal of a project, time management is very important. We have to categorize the work in the priority basis. That is urgent and important, important but not urgent, unimportant but urgent, unimportant and not urgent. When we do categorize, first we should complete the task which needs less time. So in the end, when we evaluate, we find good number of tasks will be completed by us. It gives a person satisfaction and he or she puts more interest too. Lastly, I can say that time management system helps a person to see, plan, and manage the time to achieve his or her goal. So no doubt, time is very important in the life of everyone. Being the youth of the country, so far, if you have not done so, at least from today onwards, plan your work under the time management. I have the confidence that those who have utilized the opportunity to attend this webinar and learn the idea will make use of it in their lifetime. also spread the idea of time management with their friend circle too. I'm thankful to Assistant Director, Northeast Region, for having given me the opportunity to attend this webinar and to speak. With wishes to all for the happy, prosperous, peaceful new year, I close here. Once again, wishes to all and thanks to Assistant Director, Northeast Region. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words.
Thank you, Mayuri. Now I would like to invite the Assistant Director of Northeast Region, Mr. Anilendra Sharma sir, for giving the remarks on today's session, that is time management, and inspire all the other young people who are here on more motivation, give more motivation on time management. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Supreet. Hope am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you're
Yeah,
audible.
thank you. It is really a very important day, and we listen to our resource speaker, Mr. Tito Dev, and he give the important points on time management. Also, our Madam Eman Masamma, Deputy Director of Guides Leader Training, highlighted few points about time management. We are really grateful to both the speaker, and Eman Masamma ma'am is our senior in National Professional Group and always is give the guidance to us, helping how to deliver sessions. Since we keep this webinar for 2 hours of time, we can see that we have some time to share more information about time management. So I take the privilege to share with you some video clips and also some other information which can help our young people. मैं इसी समय सभी का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ। आज का जो रिसर्च स्पीकर था उनका और हमारे जो मसम्मा मैडम ने आपको बताया टाइम मैनेजमेंट के बारे में, उसके भी बहुत ग्रेटफुल हूँ। आज 29 दिसंबर, आज का दिन में हम एक नया शुरुआत करेंगे, तो जरूर जो आने वाला 2022 और उससे आगे का टाइम हमारे युवाओं के लिए अच्छा हो सकता है। हमारे हाथ में और कुछ घंटे बाकी है, उसी के अंदर इफ वी प्लान आवरसेल्फ, उसी समय के अंदर हम अपने आप को एक तैयारी कर लेंगे तो एक तरीके से एक नया जिंदगी हमारा हो सकता है। एट एवरी मोमेंट वी कैन गेट अ टर्निंग पॉइंट। मैं सोचता हूँ कि आज का ये वेबिनार हमारे युवाओं के लिए एक टर्निंग पॉइंट हो जाए, जो टाइम मैनेजमेंट करने के लिए हमेशा कोशिश करते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा कोई भी यूथ नहीं होगा जो टाइम मैनेजमेंट करना नहीं चाहते। बहुत सारे लोग होता है जो अलार्म लगा के रखते हैं, जो मॉर्निंग जल्दी उठ जाएंगे, 5 बजे जाके जिम में जाएंगे, नहीं तो एक्सरसाइज करेंगे। तो मॉर्निंग क्या होता है, अलार्म बजते हैं तो मन में हमारी 2 कैरेक्टर रहते हैं, तो मन बोलते हैं ठीक है और कुछ समय सो जाऊं, उसके बाद 5:30 को उठेंगे, तो अलार्म बंद कर देते। उसके बाद जब उनका मम्मी और उनका घर वालों ने बुलाते हैं तो देखते हैं 10 बज गया। तो ऐसा हमेशा होता है। जब हम स्कूल में पढ़ते थे उस समय अलार्म का सुविधा बहुत कम था, मोबाइल था नहीं, तो हम हमेशा रात को सोने के समय सोचते थे जल्दी उठ जाएंगे, क्योंकि जल्दी उठना तो नहीं होता, मम्मी जब बुलाते उसी समय उठ जाते। तो अच्छा था जो हमारे मम्मी जल्दी बुला देते थे तो जल्दी उठ जाते थे, लगभग 6 बजे के आसपास ही उठ जाते थे। तो ये हमारे मन में हमेशा होता है, तो मन हमेशा आपको मिसलीड करते हैं। तो टाइम मैनेजमेंट जब भी आप जाना चाहते हैं उसी समय कुछ ऐसा सिचुएशन हो जाते आप उसको कंप्लीट नहीं कर सकते। तो हम कुछ पॉइंट देखेंगे। एक पहले वीडियो देख लेते, वो 4-5 मिनट का वीडियो में आप आपके पास जानकारी हो जाएगा कैसे आप टाइम मैनेजमेंट कर सकते हैं. It may be a laughing. Also, you can get some idea from this video. Let me share.
Constantly finding yourself behind at work. Right at the end of the day and realize.
Let me few seconds to share this video with you. Can give me your. Can you see my
Nothing
screen
on your
and
to-do
voice?
list? Well, odds are you're not very good
Yes.
at time management. And that is
Can
not
you-
doing your psychological health any favors. In fact, a
Mayuri,
study
can you
published
say,
in Work and
are you
Stress
watching
found that
video
workers who
or
didn't
you
productively
will
manage
see?
their time felt less in control of their lives. Here's the good news. You can get better. Paying attention to how you spend your time will help you manage it more effectively. And we're going to help you learn how to do just that. Today on Wellcast, we're going to get you in control of your day with our RAC method: recording, analyzing, and changing. 3 easy steps to great time management. Pause and print a copy of our handy Wellcast day planner. Finish printing? Let's dive in. Step 1, recording. When you wake up tomorrow, note the time in your day planner. As the day progresses, write down everything that you do. Yes, we mean everything. The 10 minutes you spent getting dressed, the half day of productive work, the hours you spent between social networking sites, we mean it all. Keep this up from the time you wake up until you go to sleep. Step 2, analyzing. At the end of the day, go through the schedule and highlight any chunks of time that you don't feel were used productively. Pick out your 5 biggest time wasters in your day. Be honest with yourself. You spent a half an hour by the coffee machine talking to your coworker. You spent an hour on Facebook, and you stared into space for 20 minutes. Come on, you get the picture. Especially focus on the time wasters at work. Why? A study published by the British Medical Journal says that workplace stress is minimized by effective time management. It also says that workplace stress bleeds over into home life and undermines a relaxed life at home. Here's the ugly part. Add up all the time you wasted. How much productive time did you blow on activities that got you no results? Step 3, changing. Now it's time to come up with a way to get that time back. Here are 3 ways to change your time-wasting habits and become a better time manager. Prioritize. To-do lists are a really effective way to manage your time and your priorities. Limit the number of tasks you have on this list to 5 and assign rankings to them in order of importance. Declutter. Not only is decluttering great for your health, but you won't waste time digging around piles of stuff to find that one piece of paper that you really need. Check out our Wellcast on Clutter for some helpful tips on lightening your load. Schedule. Hey, we all try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but odds are multitasking will actually just stress you out and delay you even more. Instead, set aside blocks of time for individual activities. For each activity, set start and stop points. This way your day is cleanly segmented. Then stick to this schedule. Try going 1 week using these tips to reduce your wasted time. At the end of a week, go figure out where you've improved your time management skills and how much time you've saved. Let's recap. Today you learned how to manage your time better by using our Wellcast RAC method. You recorded, analyzed, and hopefully changed how you use your time. And you did this by learning how to prioritize your most important tasks, declutter your workspace to save you time, and you learned how to build yourself an effective schedule to block out your day. Hey, how did RAC work for you? We want to hear how much time you were wasting and how much you're saving now.
So I think our all these viewers, you also start race, RAC. Yes. Let's share some more information with you. So William Shakespeare says, better 3 hours too soon than 1 minute too late. Those who fail to get in a train, they can imagine that meaning of this quotation. 1 minute late, it can you miss the train or you can miss the flight. So better 3 hours soon than 1 minute too late. Always try to make yourself in time. Better you should be there before 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So now it's time to work something. What we can do, take a piece of paper and write 10 things you did last week and 3 things you had planned to do but did not. तो आप एक पेन और पेपर ले सकते हैं, उसमें लिखेंगे 10 ऐसा काम आप करना था जो लास्ट वीक में आपने किया, और उसमें से आप 3 ऐसे देखेंगे जो आपका प्लान में तो था लेकिन कर नहीं पाया. So that's time for you to write down the things. You can take 1 minute. हम लोग ने आपको लास्ट वीक के बारे में बोला, लास्ट ईयर के लिए नहीं, ज्यादा सोचने का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा. Now it's come to no need to share what the 3 things you are not able to do. क्या क्या काम आप नहीं कर पाए, जरूरत नहीं है. आपके मन में रखिए, आपका पेपर में रखिए. But the things not did, why? आपका आंसर आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं, और मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा सत्यजीत जी और हमारी एमसी थोड़ा चैट बॉक्स पढ़ के मुझे मदद करेंगे. चैट आप यूज कर सकते हैं. आपका जो 3 काम आप नहीं कर पाया, 10 काम आपने लिया था, you plan for 10 things and you not able to do 3 things, why? अभी बात करना है किस वजह से आपने नहीं कर पाया. Somebody raise hand. Gunajit, can you ask what Kalpa Chakravarti raise hand? Want to say something? Give a chance to talk. Any answer came in chat?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay, nice video. That's come to know. But we want to know from you people why you are unable to do these 3 things. किस वजह से आपने कर नहीं पाया?
So Mr. Suresh Kumar says that he has done all the 10 things that he wanted to do last week.
Yeah, that means he is. Give a virtual clap for Suresh Ji, because he is a good time manager. So he done everything in time. Very good. Congratulations, sir. What we can do? Find out where your time goes. ये 2 दिन बाकी है. 48 आवर्स में आपको देखना है. आप एक तरह से टाइम मिसयूज नहीं करेंगे तो आपका लिस्ट में होना है कहाँ आप टाइम मिसयूज कर रहे हैं. अभी जो हमारे तीर्थदेव सर, उन्होंने वही बोला था आपको, ये जो सिस्टम है, सोशल मीडिया है और इंटरनेट है, वो टाइम मिसयूज कराते हैं. अनएक्सपेक्टेड फोन कॉल भी एक वजह होता है जिसका आप जवाब देना पड़ते, बात करना पड़ते, वो आपका लिस्ट में नहीं होता है. और समटाइम अनएक्सपेक्टेड गेस्ट, ये भी हो सकता है. Identify the obstacle to effective time management. Then you can go with this. You can plan your goal. Set your goal. Proper planning, making a to-do list. To-do list के बारे में आपको तीर्थदेव सर ने भी बताया, मसामा ने भी बताया. Prioritize your activities. You are going to make it 4 parts, and you are going to check which are important and urgent. Important but not urgent. Not important. and not urgent. So you can prioritize and you can think for the alternatives for every time. And now you can see that this is a team B for today's webinar. Since the webinar is completed within 60 minutes, so we should go with the plan B to engage our young people and understood time management in better way. टाइम वेस्टर इसके बारे में सभी लोग ने आपको बताया. When you don't have the definite goal, then ये तो बहुत दिक्कत है. आपको कहाँ जाना है वो पहले ठीक नहीं है तो कहीं भी जा सकते हैं आप एक चौराहे पर खड़ा होकर किसी को पूछ रहे हैं मुझे कहाँ जाना है तो उन्होंने आपको डायरेक्शन पूछी कहाँ जाना है पहले आपको बताओ नहीं तो आप चारों रास्ते से कहीं से भी जाइए. दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो काम आपको कर रहा है वो पूरा प्रॉपर मैनर में आप नहीं रखेंगे वो भी आपका एक प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. इंटरप्शन जो अनएक्सपेक्टेड गेस्ट अनएक्सपेक्टेड कॉल और इंटरनेट इट मे बी ए कॉज it may be disturb your plan. Too many tasks at a time. Some good people we can see. Why I said good people? They always say yes. Anybody asks, yes sir, yes ma'am. That means he take lots of work together. And ultimate result is he is unable to do that work in time. ये हमारे बहुत सारे लोगों के पास आप देखेंगे सबको किसी को नाराज नहीं करते सबको यस मैम यस सर बोल देते हैं और बाद में क्या होता है सारे काम करने के लिए जाते तो एक भी काम ठीक ढंग से नहीं होता. नॉट नोइंग टू रिफ्यूज रिक्वेस्ट. समटाइम यू शुड लर्न टू से नो. If you are busy with your own works, you must say, no, I don't have time now. आपको लगेगा वो लोग आपको अच्छा नहीं मानेंगे लेकिन जब आपको उनको समझ में आएगा why you say no, they will respect you. Time being they will angry with you. Yes, I am saying something and you say no, but after all they are going to respect you when they see that you are maintaining some other work, you are doing some other work. Inactivity causing delay. And sometimes you are not active. And stress and stress. Sometimes when we saw the work and already we are overloaded and we have mental stress or physically we are not able to do that, it will be a time waste. So all these things you have to think and plan your own time management. Clearly defined goals, achievable, time based. We are all with the different capacity. All are not equal to do the works. So always plan according to your capacity. Then it should be time based. Every time you should have a timeline to complete, then your goal will be successfully you can, and it give the boost. आपको एक क्या होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा काम करने के लिए बढ़ावा मिलेगा जब आप सक्सेसफुल होंगे. पहले से बहुत बड़ा गोल प्लान करेंगे तो क्या होगा वो सक्सेस नहीं होगा तो आप डिजर्टेड हो जाएंगे और बाद में वो आपको सक्सेस नहीं मिलेगा. इसलिए छोटा छोटा गोल फिक्स करना है और उसको अचीव करना है. अचीव करने से आपका क्या होगा पॉजिटिव एनर्जी डेवलप होगा आपके अंदर एंड यू कैन बी ए गुड लीडर इन फ्यूचर. अचीविंग गोल नीड्स गुड प्लानिंग. यू मस्ट प्लान इट प्रॉपर्ली. मेकिंग ए टू डू लिस्ट. Break the tasks down into manageable bites. Don't think whole work together, but you can think one by one part of it and you make it success and it will help you to go ahead. Identify what is important to do. Apply the 80/20 rules. Rank your tasks in the best order. Third, to-do list, the general to-do list, tax holding file. ऑलरेडी आपको दोनों स्पीकर ने बताया, आपके पास एक लिस्ट होना है. Prioritize your activities. Do, delegate, delay, and delete. What is very urgent, do it. You can delegate someone, or you can delay some works which is not urgent, and you can stop some works to do. That is delete your work. That is Madam giving the example activities: urgent, not urgent, then important and unimportant. If you make this third for any goal, you are going to be a successful one, and you can achieve that target. You can ask me for anything you like except time. We can help you with different kinds, but don't ask time. That is Napoleon Bonaparte says. समय सबके से ज्यादा मूल्यवान है, तो समय के छोड़ के आप कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. When you are planning, plan activities, use notebook. Sometimes we plan and think ourselves. All this plan in our head, but it may be some things we forget to do. It will be difficult. So whatever your plan, you should write down in notebook. Or you can take the help of all nowadays electronic device, so that it can remind you your work. When you are managing time properly, you can see that your efficiency is increased. You are efficient. It gives you a successful life, and also you can have plenty of time to relax yourself, which give you a good health. The benefit, what is the benefit? You can see the time is 24 hours for all the people, you, me, and you can see the very busiest person of the nation, our Prime Minister. He also have 24 hours. How he managed the time and be a successful leader, not in the nation, but the globe. So if you practice time management, you can get all these three together. Get started and avoid unnecessary delay. That is number one. Some people are waiting, and when the work is not happening in time, there is less value of the work. So get started and avoid unnecessary delay. Get into a routine. Learn to say no. You should know when you have to say no. आपको ये जानकारी जरूर होना चाहिए कब आपको नहीं करेंगे बोलना. Don't commit yourself to unimportant activities, no matter how far ahead they are. जब भी आपको लगते हैं कि ये इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है मेरे लिए, तो आप उसको नो बोलना है. Avoid attempting to do too much at a time. बहुत सारे काम एक साथ नहीं करेंगे, और पहले भी आपको बताया, तो एक प्लान बनाएंगे और उसके अंदर तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप आप काम करेंगे. Don't do other people work. Sometimes our people are busy with other people works, that losing their own creativity. Divide large tasks. Do not put unneeded effort into a project. Don't be perfection. Sometimes some people are like that, they want to be perfect. Then they give more time, more efforts, and ultimately result will be less. So we need a perfect work, but don't try to be a perfectionist in all the works. Deal with it for once and for all. Deal with it for once and for all. Whatever your work, it should be useful for everyone. Set start and stop times. Keep time in control. Establish your goals. These are 11 points. Some more points are there. Make your goals visible and keep a goal journal. Plan your activities with priorities. APJ अब्दुल कलाम जी ने बोला था क्या? Dream. What is dream? Dream is not which you saw in sleeping time. Dream is just like that, which don't give you to sleep. That is dream. आपको क्या बनना है, क्या करना है, उसके बारे में आप हर पल सोचते रहेंगे, तो वही ड्रीम्स होता है. Plan your activities with priorities. Keep interruption to a minimum and focus on the work, aiming at your goal. Consider your personal prime time. Make use your energy cycle. If you are working more than 18 hours, 16 hours, what happens? After that, you are going to be lose your energy and unable to support or deliver your action. Delegate and develop others. That 16 number points you can see, many people you can see that they want to work alone. They don't have a habit to distribute the works. You can see in your family, you can see in your society, your different places. Some people, they want to do all the things themselves. That is not a good habit, and that person cannot be successful. About all work and no play. So if you want to do all the works, then there will be no time for you to take rest, enjoy your life. To avoid all works, sometimes you have to re-energize yourself so that you can give more to the tasks. Some key points in time management you can see here. Start with yourself and analyze your time master. Change your poor working habits by replacing them with effective practice. You have to practice. How can be a good worker? How can be a good student? How can be a good employee? So if you have poor habits, leave it. Try to use all this modern technology to make yourself efficient. Set long and short-term goals. Our goals should be different types. Some goals are long-term goal. We need the result maybe after a few months, after few years. That's also our goal. And some is very short-term goals we need very urgently. Develop strategies to reach the goals. So making goal is not enough. Now you should have the strategy. आप एक आपका एम बना लिया जीवन में, आप क्या बनना चाहते हैं. हमारे जो अभी स्टूडेंट जुड़े हुए हैं उनके लिए, आप इंजीनियर बनना चाहते हैं, आईटी एक्सपर्ट बनना चाहते हैं और बिजनेसमैन बनना चाहते हैं, तो आपको उसके लिए स्ट्रेटेजी बनाना पड़ेगा. Sometimes your family members may not understood your goal. You have to convince them because all the supports required to achieve that goal. Making a to-do list with 80 by 20 rules in mind. To the most important things first. That is prioritizing. So if we see that whole things, what our resource speaker told, what our ma'am told, it goes with this point. That is number one, time waster. Who wastes your time? Or where you are wasting your time? Then next point is benefit of time management. When you are managing your time, how can be benefit? You can be efficient, you can be successful, and you can be a healthy person. Strategies in time management. How to develop your strategy to manage the time and time management tips. And finally, the key points, to-do list. If you are doing all these 5 points and you can be achieve your goal. A man who there was 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of time. If you are ready to waste some time, then you are not a successful person. You don't know the value of life. A person can make or himself or herself change at any time. So if there are any question, you can use chat box or you can raise hand so that our IT people can make you give a chance to talk here. Any question come? Network is very bad. Albert is okay. Otherwise, again, we are going to put a video to you. I hope that will be help you. And there is no question at all. This is for our participant. Always use the Q&A button because when we are in a webinar, we can see the chat box is full with the address and namaste greetings word like that. So it is going flowing like that. Important question is go upside. So if you come with the Q&A button, you can see there Q&A button or raise hand, which can help the speaker to address you. So all the attendees, please use the Q&A button when you have some question, not for today only. Always, whenever in a webinar, you use the Q&A button. Is there any question from anyone, Supreet or Muri? Cannot see anything. Okay.
There are no specific questions here.
So we'll play one more video, and I hope that we are going to close after that. Okay, Suresh Kumarji. Thank you, Sureshji. Let's see one more video with you. There will be 10 effective things what we can follow in our daily life, which already shared by the speaker, by Masama ma'am, by last presentation also, are the same thing. But why we are giving you many times, so that any one presentation can open your eyes and you are going to be a good manager and manage your time.
This is Carol Bentley sharing 10
Can
of the
you
time
hear my
management
voice?
tips I use to get my projects done quicker and more effectively. If you've ever reached
Is
the
it okay?
end of your day and wondered, where did the time go? I don't seem to have achieved anything. Then knowing about these tips and the time management software I use
Gunajit?
could be rather useful to you. These tips are not new. You've probably heard them before, and most are really plain common sense. But just because they are common sense doesn't mean we always use them. So check them out. Okay, let's get started. Do you have a list? Or is it one of those techniques that you have every intention of using but... Or perhaps you write one out, put it somewhere safe, and forget about it. Let me give you 2 good reasons for writing and using a to-do list. First of all, writing it down means you don't have to try to remember it. It leaves your mind free to concentrate, and that's crucial for me when I'm writing a sales letter. And secondly, I love the feeling of satisfaction and achievement when I tick the completed task off. And of course, it means important things are tackled in good time, rather than suddenly remembering, oh, I've got to get that letter done by, and finding myself up against a tight deadline. A checklist is similar to the to-do list, but it's more for cataloguing the steps I need to do to complete a specific task. For example, I have a checklist of what I need to gather together before I start a copywriting project. Research material, info about the client, the offer, and testimonials I can use, and so on. Once the sales letter is written, I go through it with another checklist to make sure I've included everything that needs to go into a compelling letter. And I have a third checklist I use when I'm creating the order form. When all the items on my checklist are ticked off, I know I haven't missed anything and I can relax. It's a good idea to get in the habit of clearing your desk of everything that is not related to your next task. It stops you getting distracted, and it means everything you need is easily to hand. No searching through piles of papers looking for a specific item. That's my biggest problem if I don't have a clear out first. The same goes for your computer, especially the emails in your inbox. If I don't keep on top of clearing out rubbish messages and emails I've dealt with and don't need to keep, I'd miss the ones that do need a response, and that could mean upsetting a client or missing an inquiry, which is never a good thing. I organise my important emails into separate folders so I can find them easily. And I find it's better to concentrate on completing one task at a time before moving on to the next. I used to let myself get distracted and often ended up with a lot of partially done tasks at the end of the day and an intense feeling of frustration. Tell me, have you ever started closing down your computer and suddenly found an open email you thought you'd finished and sent, and realised you hadn't sent it simply because you got distracted by something else? I have, but not anymore, because the system I use now helps me to finish each task before moving on to the next. I'll share that with you a little later. Plan tomorrow's tasks today. Doing this helps me to sleep better. At the end of the day, I decide and write down the actions I plan to do the next day. It means I don't prey on my mind overnight so much, especially if I also take the time, wherever possible, to gather together the material I need to complete that task. For example, if I know I'm planning to work on a copywriting project the next day, I go through my preparation checklist to make sure I've got everything I need to write that sales letter. And by allocating a specific amount of time to that activity, I find I can focus and get more done because I know I've only got so long to do it in. You probably come across this idea before, blocking out the time in your diary. Well, you can take it one step further. Let's say you've allocated an hour for a particular activity. When you start working on that action, start your timer for that 1 hour. And then focus on completing as much as you can in the time you've allowed. And when the timer goes off, stop. Don't spend any more time on it. But the important thing is you mustn't allow yourself to slip in a few more minutes or even hours to complete the job at that point. It's tempting. Have you ever concentrated on getting particular jobs done before you leave for a holiday break? And have you, like me, realised you've got a lot more done than you would normally, purely because you knew you couldn't go past that deadline? Well, this works on the same principle. You see, by not allowing yourself extra time, you educate and program your subconscious to focus on getting more done in the time you have set. And the more often you do this, the more efficient and effective you become. Try it for a week or so. I think you'll be surprised at just how much you do actually achieve. It's easy to waste time without realizing it, especially in today's technological and connected age. So you need to limit your time stealers, especially the ones online. Social websites such as Facebook, Twitter and YouTube can be such time wasters, or they can be valuable marketing tools. If they are part of your overall marketing strategy, I suggest you allocate a set amount of time with a specific goal in mind and stick to it. If they're not part of your marketing activity, but you rather enjoy browsing and connecting, then again set yourself the amount of leisure or relaxation time you are happy to allow yourself for doing this. Web browsing and emails are another time stealer. Emails are the bane of my life. Well, they were until I took control. I realised that constantly checking, rechecking and getting distracted by incoming emails wasted a huge amount of my time. So now, as with the social websites, I set a specific time of day and amount of time when I deliberately read and reply to my emails. Again, if you decide to use this tip, don't allow yourself to overrun the time frame you've set. It's more difficult to control some other office time wasters, such as interruptions and incoming phone calls. When I'm working on a project, I do not accept phone calls and I actively discourage interruptions. Now, I appreciate you may not have anyone you can delegate your incoming calls to, in which case let them go through to voicemail. If you explain to your clients and work colleagues that in order to be more effective, you only take calls between, say, 1:30 and 2:30, and at any other time they'll go through to voicemail, where of course they are welcome to leave a message, I'm sure you'll find, in the majority of cases, they will respect that decision. Obviously, you need to allocate time to return those calls, but you'll be in control of when you decide to do that. The same applies to interruptions. Let the people you work with or who report to you know they can pop in to ask questions within a set time frame. Seemingly urgent, "Have you got a minute?" type queries often miraculously resolve themselves when you're not available to consult immediately. Now, I appreciate this may not be something you can implement fully. Personally, I wouldn't get my copywriting done if I didn't insist on this way of working. It's worth a try, don't you think? You can grab another 13 handy time management tips and a bit more detail on the ones I
So thank you very much for all the viewers. So we are keeping time management. Our resource speaker Tiksudev sir talk to you. Then our MN Masama ma'am also giving her remarks. Then also we share video clips and PowerPoint presentation so that you can be more confident with time management. So thank you. Then over to today's day in church, Satyajit ji.
Thank you very much, sir. It was really delightful since you have put on extra inputs on today's session, that is time management. And yes, of course, the videos itself says a lot of stories, and we got to learn a lot from the videos or the presentation that you have presented today. Thank you once again, sir. Friends, and I'm very happy to announce that we have our respected, inspiring and most dynamic respected director sir with us, Shri Rajkumar Kaushik, Director, the Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters. I request sir to kindly address the gathering now. Welcome you, sir.
Before that, there is today surprise for all the viewers. Today is Sir's birthday, so we request IT team to play the birthday song. Virtually, we can join the very good moment with you, sir. and we really on the theme of BSG for Skill Youth. We wish you very happy birthday, sir.
Thank you, Anil. Sir, Sergeant, please.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to dear one. Happy birthday to you. From good friends and true. From old friends and new. May good luck go with you and happiness too.
Thank you. Thanks to Anil and IT team, and as well as Satyajit for giving me an opportunity to be the part of again this skilling workshop. And I think all the youth are enjoying the workshop. Let us hope that now the BHG, who has now become the one of the best country in regard to the digital scouting guiding in the world, and the credit goes to all of you only. We are issuing only directives here, but the actual work is done by our assistant directors and all the anchors and the IT team members. And the main credit goes to all the unit leaders and the young people who are participating in the webinar, because if you are there, that's why our programs are success. If you are not there, definitely our program will not be success. And you will be happy to note that now in all the conferences of the Asia Pacific region, the Bharat Guides has been asked to give presentation how we have done the work during this COVID pandemic lockdown period, as well as still we are working on it. And always our work has been appreciated at all the corners. Even in the World Scout Conference also, a special slot was given to BHG, and the credit goes to all of you. And on the behalf of our Chief National Commissioner, Dr. Khandelwal, and the President Anil Jain, and also on the behalf of all our professionals and NSU staff, I assure you all that we will not leave any stone in regard to the development of all the potentials of the youth as well as the adult leaders. And you know that we have already started now Cub and Bulbul progressive scheme on webinar, and now the Scout Guide and Rover Ranger will also be launched very soon in the month of January. So, and it will go till the end of the progressive scheme. That means for Cub Bulbul up to Golden Arrow, and for Scout Guide Rover Ranger up to Rashtrapati Award, so that our youth will not have any chance to lose any of the stage, and they will get in time. And all of you are very well aware now that the third layer of the corona pandemic, this has been now declared by the government, different state government, and ban has been put. Even in Delhi now, the gathering has been stopped and many restrictions has been implemented from today itself, as well as some of the restrictions are from 1st January. But even though our adventure programs are going on with the proper precautions and as well as per guideline, and definitely if the time will not allow us, so again we have to go to under lock at our home. So for that purpose also now we have started working so that our scout guide, rover rangers, they should not have any problem in regard to the development of their individual advancement or even for the unit leaders also. So once again, I thanks to all of you for wishing me the birthday. Now 57 years I have completed and entered in the 58 years of my life. And out of 58 years, I joined in 1971 as a cub. And now very soon I'm going to retire from the post of the director. I think within 3 years or even before that. So I love you all. I thanks to all of you for giving me a support, giving me your blessings, your wishes, and also praying for my good health. Thank you once again, and happy and prosperous New Year to all of you. And I wish that this New Year will also bring a good health and peace, as well as the happiness in the life of all of us, not only you all, with me also. So once again, happy New Year in advance, and also a belated Christmas. Happy Merry Christmas to all the member of the organization as well as the community. Thank you once again. And really, Anil, thank you, because I was observing the your webinar from different corners on different names, and I found that everything is going on well. So congratulations to you and your team. Thank you once again to all of you.
Thank you, sir. A very happy birthday once again. And thank you for inspiring the youth of the country. And we are really obliged to have you today in this webinar. Moving on, I request the MC to take over.
Thank you so much, Satyajit sir. Now I would like to take this opportunity to invite Ms. Anima Dairam to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Supreet. A very good evening to each and every one of you. Gratitude is the most exquisite form of courtesy. So as we have come to the end of today's webinar, I feel privileged to deliver a vote of thanks on behalf of organizer. First of all, I would like to thank God for his continuous blessings for each one of us. And also a very special thanks to God for the gift of our director, Sir, life, as he is going to start another year. So I'm very sure we all of us will pray for him and support him through our prayers to do his mission in the scouting field. Thank you, God. A heartfelt thanks goes to Honorable Resource Speaker, Mr. Tito Dev, General Manager, Human Resources and Industrial Relations, Durgapur Project Limited Company. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful session and meaningful session. Thank you so much. Hearty thanks goes to Honorable Madam M.N. Machuma, Deputy Director of Guide and Leader Training of Bharat Scouts and Guides. Thank you so much, Madam, for your gracious presence in spite of your tight schedule Thank you so much, madam. We are extremely grateful to Honorable Sri Rajkumar Kaushikji, the Director of BSG NHQ, for his tremendous support in organizing wonderful event for the Scouts and Guides family. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We would like to extend our gratitude to respected Sir Sri S.K. Bishwas, the State Commissioner Scout of West Bengal, and he also is a philosopher and a great leader trainer. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind support. We also take the opportunity to thank Honorable Sir Analendra Sarmaji, the Assistant Director of the Bharat Scouts and Guides, NER, for his dedication and selfless service towards the young people to create a better world. Thank you so much, sir. Sincere thanks to all the team members for sacrificing your precious time to make this event successful. Thank you all once again. Our gratitude and love to all the participants on panelists and on YouTube. Dear participants, without your active participation, this event would not have been possible. Thank you very much and God bless you all. We also extend a gratitude to all the state officials of NER states, and special thanks to respected Sir Gunajit Das, the IT specialist of NER office. Thank you, sir. And also, I would like to thank respected Sir Satyajit Chatterjee from Karnataka for organizing the quiz very smoothly. Thank you so much, sir. A big congratulations and hearty thanks to both the MC of today's program. Thank you very much, Mayuri Banik and Supreet. God bless you both. Thank you all once again. Be safe and take care. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to hand over the stage to Mr. Satyajit Chatterjee for further instructions.
Right. Thank you, Supreet. So participants, viewers, so we have shared the feedback form with you, right, in the chat box and also in the YouTube chat box. So you are requested to kindly fill in the feedback form. So this feedback form, we will understand like what is the input that you are getting or you have taken back, right? And accordingly, we can prepare ourselves for the future webinars, right? And also we can plan, depending on your feedback, like what all sessions you want us to take. So kindly fill the feedback form. The feedback forms are available in the chat box. And if you're not able to fill it, it will later be shared in the YouTube comment section. And from there, you can click on the link and submit your feedback form. Thank you. And I now hand over the screen to MCs again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your instructions. Now I would request everybody to stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे।